Walk me through your sports
Yeah.
career. Walk me through your sports career, starting with high school. What was that like for you?
Oh my gosh, high school was everything. I played with some of the same players that I play AAU ball with.
Okay.
So AAU is athletic amateur athletic union,
Okay.
and it was like we was playing all year together. It was phenomenal, and so much so that my junior and my senior year we won state. So we got rings, won the championship. It was that team. I look back at it and I'm like, that's Fab Five right there.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's Fab Five right there. Because well, the thing about it was, we were playing a lot of great AAU ball. A lot of scouts were looking at us. And basketball was my heart. I would play like volleyball just to stay in shape for basketball
Hmm.
season. Volleyball was cool, but I just wanted to touch the court. We were in a small 2A, 3A school, and so at the time, uh, we didn't really have a lot of gyms to get into to get some work in. So I was like, well, let me just do volleyball and I had hops so I can kind of spike the ball really well and do all the
Okay.
things. Um, I I just played volleyball just so I can stay in shape. But then when the season came, oh, I was the defensive threat. So anybody that was coming in my way, they had a 25 person that scored 25 points a game. Oh, you're really scoring maybe 10, and that's only
Okay.
because I'm not in because I got to get a breather. Because and that was just me. That was like you're not touching the ball. I was on you
I
like
love
right
that.
on rice. And so but when it came down to it, what happened was my junior year, no, my sophomore year, going into my junior season, I was playing AAU ball. My AAU team had separated at the time. Some people had went somewhere else because they were promised a bright future in college, more college scouts and whatever. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Um, and my team got disbanded. So we were in a rebuilding phase my sophomore year going into my junior year, and I tore my ACL, my left one. Yeah. And so the crazy part about it was I had just went to a camp, USM for the matter, University of Southern Mississippi, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And they were like, look, Mikayla, you don't have to go to any more camps. Matter of fact, don't go to any more camps because they're gonna want you and we're the only ones that want you. And yeah, don't go to any more camps. Didn't know that was a word curse because I didn't go to any more camps.
That's how they get you, right?
Oh man. So junior year, starting off junior year with a torn ACL, couldn't get back until December of that year because I did it in June. I came back in 5 months because I was just like, they said 6 months. I said, no, I'm coming back early. Like, I worked it out so hard that my left leg that was injured was stronger than my right leg
Wow.
at the time. And so yeah. And so did really well. So my junior year, we finished and we actually what was it? We won state. However, there was a big talk of the town in the semifinal game of us having to play it was a school, I think it was Ville Platte or somebody like that. And it was a really, really offensive threat of a team. And one player, she was scoring like 30 points a game. And they was like, Mikayla, you're gonna have a big case on your hands, Mikayla. You got a big case on your hands. I'm like, nah, I'm not too worried. I already studied the what is it? The film. I studied scout. She all right.
I got this.
And so the start of the game, right? We're running and jumping and all that. She gets the ball. I make her pass it. I said, "Oh no, she's not getting the ball the rest of the night." And so I come down, bust a three, short, came back down. I'm backpedaling. She has the ball, and she like crosses from her right hand to her left hand, and it wasn't nothing special. It was just like just a straight sweep. And I went to plant my right leg, and it blew out. It blew out. So
Dang.
now my right leg is torn. My right ACL is torn. I knew exactly in that moment what it was. and everybody was cheering, and it was just like a silence across the whole gym. And yeah, it hurt. It hurt again to have to go through another 6 months of not touching the ball, can't play AAU again. That was gonna be junior year going to my senior year season. That was my last go round at getting scouts to look at me. And all the offers that I had on the table left, right?
Man.
Yeah. They were like, oh, damaged goods, you know. So I had offers from USM, Loyola, where else did I have them from? Some schools out of Atlanta, some schools out of Texas. I had a lot of different offers, all of them gone, done.
Wow.
So at this point, it was March Madness, so it was in March. I had until September, which would have been the start of my senior season, to play basketball again. And I didn't go into my senior season down or dejected, because I was like, I know I'm good. I know I'm
Right.
great. But now there's this internal fear that I'll never be the player that I once was. I'll never be able to jump the way I used to. I'll never be able to be agile the way I used to. And the way that I got my first ACL tear, I stole it from somebody, was going down for the layup, got pushed out the air, landed horribly. So now in my mind, I'm scared to shoot a layup because I don't know what's coming behind me, you know? And so, play my whole senior season and do wonderful. Get in the championship game, win. So back-to-back championships at high school, loved it, had
Wow.
so much fun, found my shot, found my rhythm. My doctor was saying, look, Mikayla, you don't even have to play with a brace. You worked it out so well. And I said, look, I'm just ready to get up and go again. And but even after I won the state championship, still no offers. And so I'm looking around, I'm like, Dad, Mom, we did a good thing. Life has really been good. Basketball has really been great, but what's the next level like? And I never had trouble with my grades. I had a 4.6, right? Because he was taking the dual enrollment classes and all that kind of stuff. So they gave you extra bonuses or whatever. And then my dad was like, we're going to pay like $4,000 to get you into a program to show your highlight tapes to so many different kinds of scouts and everything. And my mom was like, well, no, we not. No, we not. We trust God. We're going to
That's
trust
right.
God. We ain't got
That's
to
right.
put $2,000 for this. No. What God said is what he said, and we're going
Amen.
to stand on his word. And I
Right.
was like, thank God for a faith-having mother. So I started going to camps. And I went to Loyola's camp, and it was really, really fun. It was really great. And then one person told me to come to Xavier University of Louisiana. I've never even heard of Xavier at this time. I'm like, Xavier, what's Xavier? So I go down, I look it up. It's New Orleans. I'm like, okay, my parents can still see me play. And I go down to their camp, and I don't know, it was like the spirit of God came over me, because that was one of the best practices I've ever had in my life. Everything was going in. I was commanding the floor. I was playing point guard at the time. I was telling the people that was already on Xavier team to post up, box out. Like I was just controlling everything.
Right.
And it was so amazing. It was just so amazing. Like when I walked into the arena, I looked around, because it's like a real arena. Like it was something that you would want to play in. I was like, this is college ball, right?
What
And I
division is it,
walked
by the
in, I
way?
said, NAIA D1.
Okay. Gotcha.
NAIA D1, yeah. I was like, this is where I want to play. As soon as I just stepped into the place, I was like, this is where I want to play. So I had a great workout, and then the coach, he's gonna hate me for sounding like him, but his name is Coach Bo. He's like, all right, we thank you all for coming, and we're gonna let y'all know if y'all made it. We'll give you a call in about a week. If you don't hear back from us, well, you didn't make it. And I was like, okay, well, So I told my mom what happened, and she said, "Okay, Mikayla." So we driving back that same night, and we're driving back from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. So that's about an hour drive. That same night, I get a call from the coach, and he's like, "Yeah, so we liked you and everything." He said, "We liked you, and we want you to come back and do another workout with us, but yeah, we might be thinking about giving you a scholarship. We got some money, but what your grades look like?" So we end up being on the phone with him for about an hour and a half. Him, me, my parents, everybody just talking to him, talking about the program, what he's looking for. And right there on the spot, he offered me a scholarship. I could cry
Wow.
right now.
Go ahead, cry. Let it out. Let it out.
No, but it was just the grace of God, just to be invited to a camp, and all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, a snap of the finger, I get a full scholarship, not a partial, not, you got to pay the rest of the way or whatever. Because I told my parents, I said, "Mama, y'all not gonna have to pay for anything. I don't want y'all to touch your money, paying me for school and whatever. I know, and I've seen what that's like. I don't
Right.
want student loans either." And so I had money from my academic, I had money from athletic. It worked. It was perfect. And yeah, from there I played 4 years at Xavier University, won a championship there my freshman year. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Was that your